300,000. Something tells me that's not in dollars. Okay, well today we are here in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, and we are sitting outside of the Goodwill. I didn't have a very good luck here last week, so I'm hoping that today's my day. So let's head in. Here we go. All right, this is the same aisle I always start with, so I'm not even trying to mix it up today. We're just gonna go with it. Blue Cherub has been here a while. Plates from Italy. She's kind of sweet. There's a hobbyist piece though. It just has the look of possibly being like Yadro or something made in Spain. Very sweet owl. Chips on the ear though. This looks crocheted. Obviously it's a, oh my god, look at those. Are those chalkware? No, they're resin. I know the chalkware geese can actually, like, people look for those because they dress them up. It's like a whole culture thing. This is kind of pretty. I thought at first it was going to be, oh my gosh, 300,000. Something tells me that's not in dollars. Maybe African? Possibly. They're really cool beads. I think maybe I'll grab that. I like those. Art pottery. I love that carved away design for $3.99. Maybe that says M, possibly. I don't know. Really pretty though. Grab that as well. There's a very small little something, Tree Hill, Christmas Tree Hill, 1975. I don't know what that means, but it's very small. I know some people like miniatures. Maybe I'll grab it. Maybe it's something, I don't know. It's got me intrigued. Hi, how are you? I'm pretty certain this is Bill Campbell. I just don't think he had anywhere to sign. Just really looks like his glaze. So I'm gonna stick that in my cart. And then we have, oh, I thought he was a stone penguin. He's very lightweight. He's not, he's something else. Something else is happening there. Go this way. The whale is still here, but the whale has a repaired tail that I don't really want to mess with. This is Fee. He's signed on the chin. Here are some Wedgwood ashtrays. These usually sell for about $4 to $8, and they want 10 each. So we're not going to mess with those. This is actually really pretty. Another piece of art pottery. Love the contrast there. I wonder if that is for incense. Holy smokes. Probably shouldn't be picking that up by the handle. Dynasty Gallery. That doesn't even bother me at this moment. Dynasty Gallery is made in China. But this is so cool. Oh, it's $20. It's also $20. I don't know. I have to think about this. It's just very super cool. It's like a giant teapot. It also weighs like 7 million pounds. Do we think this is art pottery or is this... It is art pottery. It's a vessel. It's a neat vessel. $17.99. I'll consider that as I walk around. Maybe I'll come back to it. Right now I have to consider this giant teapot, which I may look up. There's some art glass made in China. Some roses with broken leaves on them.
So cool. It just looked like fire.
That's kind of neat. It's contemporary. And then these Frida coasters. That's another Frida, but that's just contemporary. Not very exciting. I was gonna say, I think that's a pencil sharpener, and sure enough, it is a pencil sharpener. That owl back there is very cute. That is also a hobbyist owl. I wouldn't have thought that. I kind of like him. I think I'm gonna leave him, but I like him. He's gonna stay right here. Oh, those are napkin rings. Fancy napkin ring holder. That is crazy. I usually just see them in a baggie or something. Looks like this is still here from last week. There's coasters with a fancy coaster holder. More cards. Alright, so I decided to circle around this side of the shelves. I'm wondering what that is, but I just don't know. Plates and dishes. Nothing exciting. This is kind of dainty and cute. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a butter keeper. There are actually two here. Oh, I'm gonna grab both of those even though they're clear glass. I'm gonna throw everyone off. And then also this. I can't tell if that actually has age or if it's contemporary. Maybe I'll try to peel the tag back a little. There's no markings on that, so I'm gonna leave it. These are Longaberger to-go cups, but they're $14.99 each. I was told that this is some ceremonial incense burner. Bad juju to bring that home, so I'm gonna leave it. Somebody was clearly a big Frida fan because it's everywhere. It's kind of sweet. Oh, it's two separate pieces. Good thing I didn't try to turn it over. I did want to take a peek at this bowl. It's obviously contemporary. It's just really fun. Trick or treat. Don't think there's much value there. There's a Ken Edwards creamer. KE Mexico. I don't see any damage on it. I would love to find a sugar ball. It's doubtful. It's only $1.99 and it is actually signed. So that's wonderful. There's the little marking there too. I don't know who that would attribute it to, because I know Ken Edwards had other artists working underneath him. I think that's what this marking is. We're gonna grab it. 1950s. This was the era of the crinoline, Peter Pan collar, poodle haircut, and Avon's to a wild rose sachet. These must be Avon glasses. And these, those are neat. Oh, these are Musselman's. That makes sense because Musselman's is local. 1937, 50th anniversary. Those are pretty neat. I just don't know. I mean, locally, maybe. They're very specific. There is a Culver Statue of Liberty. Is that one Culver? No, it is not. I might pick up the Culver. See if that's worth anything. That looks like crystal. And then look at all of these little miniature things. So there's a bunch of these here. And I think they're just so darling that I'm gonna grab them. Look at that. They're just super cute. I mean, they are clear glass, so there's not like tremendous value though. There is some value, Look at this. This is shaped like an old drum. So that's probably EAPG, which is early American pressed glass. Would be my guess. Let me see again. I think the other ones are probably also early American pressed glass, but this is a very distinct pattern. That one would be probably pretty easy to look up. So let's load them into the cart. Stick that in here. It's a really nice looking biscuit jar. Last time I passed a biscuit jar, you guys let me know that it happened to be Waterford, so I'm going to check this one for a mark. It's a nice piece of crystal, but there is no mark, so I'm going to leave it. This is pearl china, I believe. Just because that shape and the contrast between that pearl luster and that gold. There's some more of it. Loading up on it today. It's not something I normally pick up, so... Ooh, this is nice. This is a ashtray. Looks like... Oh, it is signed. I was going to say, it looks French. I think it is France. Oh, it's not Dom. Oh. Okay. $3.99. There's a little bit of chipping right here. So this is obviously an ashtray because it has this little indent, and that's a cigarette rest. But I've heard you could repurpose these things for whatever you like. So we're going to stick this in here. And yes, I did see that as well. There's a blue cup with the eagle on it for $2.99. Matches the set I just picked up. Probably a child cup would be my guess. It's a nice piece of glass. Oh my gosh, these are so cool for $29.99 each. I feel like somebody's going to scoop those up. It's not going to be me, but somebody. I was confused. I'm like, is that cross stitch? No, it's not cross stitch. It's to put your cross stitch in. Old Vuitton clutch. Wool fireballs. Alright, well, they are currently clearing out the Christmas. I wanted to come over and see what might be here. And that's not much. But here we are in fall and Thanksgiving, and we've got this cool guy right here. Unfortunately, he is broken. Alright, so I looked up this little Culver shot glass. It turns out it's only worth like $5. So I don't think it's worth picking up for $4.99. I'm going to put that back. Alright, well, I just tried looking up this teapot, both on eBay and then on WorthPoint. And I could not find one in this size. They have the smaller ones, like the 3-inch ones, but I couldn't find one this large. So I'm thinking I'm just going to grab it for $20. I mean, worst case scenario, I break even. But I have a feeling, even though it's made in China, even though it's Dynasty Gallery, it's a pretty purple color, and I think there's still a little bit of money to be made there. I'm going to get a closer look at this vase over here. This is also $19.99. It is made in Japan. I'm just not sure at $19.99 that I can do that. So I think I'm going to leave that. These candle holders are silver plate, but they are marked Fisher. K314. I may try to look that up. They might be worth something. I've never heard of Fisher before. So, hey, let's look them up. I think I'm just going to grab these. I did look up Fisher candle holders, and a lot of them are coming up sterling. I didn't find any sterling markings on these. And, you know, it does look like that's repaired there. I don't know. We'll take a shot on them. It's the weirdest cart I might have ever had. It's all this clear glass, but whatever. Kind of cool up here. This is very brutalist. I think maybe it's like a candle holder. You stick your candle in there. There's no markings or anything on it, so it's probably like a 10,000 villages or something like that would be my assumption. I do really like it, but I think I'm gonna leave it. Kind of like the glaze on that, but got a giant crack down the side. Alright, I'm gonna do this aisle one more time on my way to the checkout. This is where I first came in and I found the teapot. Those are kind of neat. As I say, maybe it's missing the lid, but I don't think so. I think it's just supposed to be a 3-piece set. It's just ceramic. It is supposed to be a multi-piece set though, because you can see here it's 1/8 cup. It's supposed to be all of the different sizes. There's only 3 there. Alright, well our total spend here at the Goodwill today was $153. Now I think the bulk of the cost was probably that lock, which I forgot to look up. I remembered to look up the teapot and I remembered to look up the Culver shot glass. And I got to the checkout and I put the lock up and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, 20 bucks on that lock. I should have looked it up. That's okay. I feel like I can at least break even on it and I'd come out like I'm good. Hopefully I can make a little money on it, but I don't know, I didn't look it up. So that was $20, and then the teapot was also $20, so that right there was $40. And all the clear stuff. So, yeah, I hope I do all right on the clear stuff. I love that it was little sets, and I think that makes a difference when buying that. If it was just one piece here, one piece there, I wouldn't have bought it. But because it was cute little sets, I feel like that's more marketable than just buying a one-off creamer, a one-off dish, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it right on that. But on that note, I have just enough time to get back to Carlisle, get a cup of coffee, and start my the shop sale at 4 o'clock. So I do those usually every Wednesday on Whatnot. So make sure you go and check that out. Hop on over to my Whatnot and see what sales I have scheduled, and you can bookmark them. But I'm gonna get out of here now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see all of you tomorrow. So long.